the way the sun kisses your skin, and how Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce kisses your lips. It's smoky, it's sweet, and just the right kind of hot. Whether it's ribs, wings, or fingers, you're gonna want to lick it all off. Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce. Bring the heat to your meat, one taste, and you'll never settle for mild again. Call us if you're craving more. 478-954-7866. There's just something about summer heat. The way the sun kisses your skin, and how Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce kisses your lips. It's smoky, it's sweet, and just the right kind of hot. Whether it's ribs, wings, or fingers, you're gonna want to lick it all off. Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce. Bring the heat to your meat, one taste, and you'll never settle for mild again. Call us if you're craving more. 478-954-7866. There's just something about summer heat. The way the sun kisses your skin, and how Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce kisses your lips. It's smoky, it's sweet, and just the right kind of hot. Whether it's ribs, wings, or fingers, you're gonna want to lick it all off. Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce. Bring the heat to your meat, one taste, and you'll never settle for mild again. Call us if you're craving more. 478-954-7866. There's just something about summer heat. The way the sun kisses your skin, and how Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce kisses your lips. It's smoky, it's sweet, and just the right kind of hot. Whether it's ribs, wings, or fingers, you're gonna want to lick it all off. Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce. Bring the heat to your meat, one taste, and you'll never settle for mild again. Call us if you're craving more. 478-954-7866. There's just something about summer heat. The way the sun kisses your skin, and how Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce kisses your lips. It's smoky, it's sweet, and just the right kind of hot. Whether it's ribs, wings, or fingers, you're gonna want to lick it all off. Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce. Bring the heat to your meat, one taste, and you'll never settle for mild again. Call us if you're craving more. 478-954-7866. There's just something about summer heat. The way the sun kisses your skin, and how Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce kisses your lips. It's smoky, it's sweet, and just the right kind of hot. Whether it's ribs, wings, or fingers, you're gonna want to lick it all off. Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce. Bring the heat to your meat, one taste, and you'll never settle for mild again. Call us if you're craving more. 478-954-7866. There's just something about summer heat. The way the sun kisses your skin, and how Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce kisses your lips. It's smoky, it's sweet, and just the right kind of hot. Whether it's ribs, wings, or fingers, you're gonna want to lick it all off. Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce. Bring the heat to your meat, one taste, and you'll never settle for mild again. Call us if you're craving more. 478-954-7866. There's just something about summer heat. The way the sun kisses your skin, and how Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce kisses your lips. It's smoky, it's sweet, and just the right kind of hot. Whether it's ribs, wings, or fingers, you're gonna want to lick it all off. Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce. Bring the heat to your meat, one taste, and you'll never settle for mild again. Call us if you're craving more. 478-954-7866.
Welcome everybody to round 2 of the TI Cup as we take on the Tricky Triangle up here in the Pocono Mountains of Pennsylvania. This being somewhat of a home track here for the 91 of Dylan Rosenberg out of Bath, Pennsylvania. Along with Kyle Ethier in the 8 machine. This is one of 5 tracks he considers his home track. Second on the speed charts, the Purple Parrot, showing out tonight. The 20 machine sitting there in second. He's fast tonight. He could be a threat. Also there in the 4th spot, the 43 of Innis. Laying down some quick lap times. We've got a pretty better field here tonight. Tim Abrell sitting there in 5th. Out of Paw Paw, West Virginia, the number 19 machine. Craig Martin9, 22, taking on Ryan Whitaker, the number 11 machine. The Showtime Racing Machine with Craig Martin. Look at Dalton Wilson right now. He's 11th on the speed chart. And that 99 machine. TI Racing team captain, the 111 pilot, Christopher Lewis. Look, Chris coming off of turn number 3. So he makes a run down that long front stretch here at Pocono. Purple Parrot, top of the pecking order. Joshua Dunn cracking the top 5, making it into the 4th spot right now. The 53.231, as you see, is just right behind Dylan Rosenberg with a 2.23. Try and line up a special guest for tonight's broadcast. I don't know if he's going to make an appearance or not. points leader right now. And that number 8, Selena 52 truck stop machine, Piss Jugman on the hood once again for this race. All right, as we get ready to get ready for qualifying, let's go ahead and take a look at our bracket that we got going on tonight.
Welcome back, racing fan, to the TI Gen 4 series. And right now, the spotlight is laser focused on the TI Madness Cup bracket. Round 2 is here, and tonight at Pocono Speedway, our drivers will battle for a spot in the semi-finals at Martinsville. Let's break down the head-to-head matchups. First up on the top half of the bracket, Logan Hamilton was awarded a pass when Sean McLean didn't make the trip to Darlington. So Logan moves directly into this round. He'll face Colby Wells, who earned his way here by taking down Steve Melnick in round 1. Now, it's the tricky triangle that awaits. Can Logan carry his momentum forward, or will Colby's hot streak continue? Below them, Dylan Rosenberg also advanced by default. Quinn McLean was a no-show at Darlington, so Dylan is fresh into round 2. Standing in his path is Tim Abrell, who knocked off Craig Martin to secure his spot. Rosenberg's seasoned consistency versus Abrell's aggressive style makes for a thrilling duel under the Pocono sun. On the lower half, points leader Kyle Ethier powered past Nick Uricchio to claim his round 1 berth. Tonight, he goes door-to-door with Josh Dunn, who bested Randy Cornwell last time out. Ethier leads the standings with 108 points, while Josh sits right behind him with 96. Expect a must-watch speed duel. Finally, Chris Lewis advanced by out-qualifying and out-racing Mitchell Mark in round 1. His opponent is Elijah Innis, who earned his round 1 victory straight on track. Innis trails in the points by just a handful, but he's determined to reverse his fortunes. Chris versus Elijah will be a battle of precision versus persistence. Remember, round 1 race wins, like Casey Carrington's victory at Darlington, don't directly affect the bracket. It's this bracket form that determines who moves on. Each head-to-head winner tonight at Pocono advances to the Final 4 at Martinsville, then fights for the crown at Phoenix. It's garden variety points drama mixed with bracket knockout intensity. Tonight's round 2 action is proudly presented by Selena 50. 2. Chartachir Akomrenego Soimyo. Stop and Piss Jugman and Cornwell's BBQ remains the official taste of the TI Gen 4 series. Fire up a bottle of Cornwell's Spicy, pull up a seat, and get ready for close quarters racing. Because round 2 of the TI Madness Cup bracket is set to ignite. Who will advance? Who will fall short? Find out live tonight on Wild Horse Broadcasting and WHB2.
All right, welcome back. I don't know what happened to that guy there towards the end, but I think somebody needs to quit drinking on the job, if you know what I mean. All right, practice is officially over. Piss Jugman, top of the leaderboard, Kyle Ethier, followed by Joshua Dunn, Colby Wells in the Purple Parrot Machine, Dylan Rosenberg, Daniel Giroux making his return at the top 5 effort in practice. All right, Daniel, welcome back. We're able to get in a little word with Colby before the race and listen to the speech he was giving his pit crew.
All right, crew and all you fabulous fans. Tonight we race for pride in the number 20 Purple Parrot Bar and Grill Car. We've tuned every inch, squeezed out every extra horsepower, and polished it to that bold Purple Parrot shine. When I hit the gas, remember, I'm Colby Wells, representing the Rainbow Nation. Tonight, strength, style, and a little shimmer own this track. Crew chief, when I say green flag, I need pit stops so smooth you'd swear they're choreography. Tires on, fuel in, push off without a hitch. Front stretch spotter, keep me clear of traffic. Back stretch spotter, watch for opportunities to slam the door. We'll be aggressive but precise, run our line, hit our marks, and show anyone who doubts us that we're here to win. To all Purple Parrot regulars, your support, every cocktail, every cheer, every visit, built this car. Your pride fuels every lap. To the other drivers, I respect your skill, but I came to win. If you see the number 20 beside you, don't be shocked when it takes the inside line, zips past, and waves a little pride flag down the straight. Let's do this for Rehoboth Beach and everyone who's ever felt different on or off the track. Pride isn't just an attitude, it's our turbocharger. When that green flag drops, strut your rainbow pride with me. Let's light up this race and bring home that checkered flag, loud, proud, and purple.
God damn, is that boy fired up for tonight or what? You better watch out for him. So we launched the 19 here, Tim Abrell out here on track. Let's see where he ends up here with his first lap. Tim places himself third. Right now, Logan Hamilton, your top car. For 53.517. As Logan's coming down to finish his second lap here. Colby gave his crew. It pays off here for him qualifying. As Colby starts his green flag lap here. Purple Parrot, top of the leaderboard. He's looking to kick June off with some style tonight. All right, Christopher Lewis, the only one not to put in a qualifying effort there. All right, as we get ready for 40 laps here at the Tricky Triangle. Colby Wells on pole, outside him, Dylan Rosenberg. Just barely missing out, as you see there. Joshua Dunn, third. Logan Hamilton, fourth. Daniel Giroux, fifth. Tim Abrell, sixth. Dalton Wilson and John Skivnicki starting row number 4. Craig Martin starting 9th. Mitchell Mark outside him in 10th. Randy Cornwell and John Rosso make up row number 6. Steve Melnick, Ryan Whitaker, row number 7. Row number 8, Kyle Ethier, Elijah Innis. 2 of the favorites starting way in the back tonight. and Chris Lewis rounding out your field. 17 cars starting tonight. We're looking here at the field as they're getting ready to grid up. Heard the pit strategies. A few people thinking they can possibly two-stop this tonight. Some are looking at 3 stops. A lot of people are saying they're going to have double stint the first set of tires. So you have to watch and see what strategy plays out. Copy.
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Everybody, welcome to the broadcast booth. I'm doing a little bit of color commentary tonight since he's not in the car. Casey Carrington.
Hello, hello, hello. So, we saw Kyle Ethier there. He didn't get his qualifying lap in, starting at the back of the field. That's he's firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, what happened there with Kyle in his qualifying lap?
I don't know. I guess his handling of time is about the same quality as Mike today. So I'll let you know I'm a little late getting to the track. My flight hasn't landed yet, so I'll be flying blind here for the first 2 or 3 laps. I'll miss probably the first 2 cautions.
Well, that's all right. The field's already fired off here, Casey. And right now the Purple Parrot is hanging tough on the inside. Dylan Rosenberg is at 91 there. He's pulling that high line. He's going to take the lead right now from Colby Wells.
That's what we like to see. Good battle for the lead. Oh, look at that pass. Oh. Yeah, I didn't see anything. I was just assuming somebody was passing. Still can't see what's going on, so I'll be there in a second.
Right now, Dylan Rosenberg just working.
What a great track. I mean, this is just no track like except for that one that's kind of like it. But Pocono is just, you love it or you hate it. It's like Darlington last week. It's terrible for some people, great for others. Sometimes goes for the same people. So it kind of just depends on how you approach it and all 3 of those corners.
Right now, Colby Wells hanging tough in that 20 car down on the inside. Is him and 91 making.
We'll throw it down to Boquero in turn 2.
Casey, what do you think about this TI tandem up front?
Yeah, it's looking great right now. They're really working hard. They're trying to box out Dylan, and wow, I mean, just look at that.
and Daniel just put Abrell into the wall. Caution flag is out.
Yeah, you hate to see it. Of course, I didn't see it. I'm almost in there, man. I'll help you out here in a second.
As we watch here at the 19,
That is a shame. That's a pretty 19 car.
Has a
I hate
great
to see it
run.
all torn up like that. And hopefully he can get it fixed and get back out there.
Yeah, 92 just pulls up and puts the 19 right in the wall. You hate to see it for Tim.
It looks like on the replay, Daniel just went in a little too deep there, coming out of turn 1. Watching up in April, I don't think April did anything wrong. Unfortunately, right there on the outside of the 92.
There's just something about summer heat. The way the sun kisses your skin,
Oh, we got any takers
and
on
how
pit road?
Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce kisses your lips. It's smoky, it's sweet, and just the right kind of hot. Whether it's ribs, wings, or fingers, you're gonna want to lick it all off. Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce. Bring the heat to your meat, one taste, and you'll never settle for mild again. Call us if you're craving more. 478-954-7866.
Looks like leaders are deciding to stay out.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that because, you know, this is usually such a stringent fuel mileage race. Typically, you're wanting to pit every caution lap you can at Pocono. Oh yeah, you see, there they go. There's the whole field coming down. You're only going to see about maybe 4 or 5 cars staying out at top or at most.
Parrot out there all by himself.
Yeah, he's on an island. Rosenberg's got a good bit of damage there on the left front. Must have made contact with somebody at some point. Probably gonna try to get some of that fixed under this yellow. Do it while you can. So Dalton Wilson's gonna want to race off pit road.
I don't know if you've seen or not, but we got 2 rainbow cars out there tonight. We have John Russo in the 59 and a Jeff Gordon throwback along with the purple Parrot.
Yeah.
Kyle Ethier, he is our hard charger so far. He's up 8 spots. Well, he's tied with John Russo for the hard charger. Casey,
Taking
for
a look
Kyle,
at it. Go ahead.
You figure this track's so it's right in his wheelhouse. It's one of his better tracks. You think he's going to be able to come through the field?
Well, it seems like he already has for the most part. So yeah, I think he'll be getting his way up there. But unfortunately now he's getting into that danger zone where you're going to have to really, you know, time out your passes a little more deliberately. Drivers aren't going to just pull over and let you go. So, but I mean, we both know Kyle Ethier. He's not going to get trapped behind anybody. If he wants to go to the front, he will.
All right, Casey. Now, if you were driving, you said you would pit right there?
Yeah, and in fact, depending on the fuel mileage, I might pit here coming to 1 to green. You see a couple cars, Joshua Dunn, John Russo coming down. They're just going to top off, and I mean the pace laps are so long here that you do burn off quite a bit of fuel even when you're in max fuel save, so it can make the difference. You see a lot of the fuel coming down to top off here.
Yeah, it looks like over half the field came down top off. Everybody from 8th on back.
Yeah, and I got the report from pit road. Dylan Rosenberg did fix all that damage on his left front, so he should be back to full song here. But unfortunately, he's lost a good number, probably close to 10 spots.
Right now, you're Colby Wells out front, followed by Logan Hamilton, Randy Cornwell, Dalton Wilson, Chris Lewis, your top 5.
All right, pace cars have been coming in. We're going to be restarting here. We'll be coming to lap 7, completing lap 6 here as we come back to green. Purple paired on pole position for this restart. His teammate Logan Hamilton on the outside.
And the green flag drops. Purple Parrot gets out there to a nice start. Let's see if the teammates work
Randy
together.
Cornwell is going to send it. Yeah, he's going to send it on Logan Hamilton, try to take that second spot away in turn 1. Logan's going to cross him over though as they come off of 1. Going to try to get him going down in turn 2. I don't think he's going to have the run though. Now he's going to tuck in behind him.
Now, you're familiar with running with teammates. Usually taking it easy here the first few laps, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, as far as this race, I'm not really sure what kind of fuel miles we're getting. I know they were talking about potentially having double stick tires, so I mean, Pocono and the TI Racing League, you know how Chris sets up his fuel cell. They're probably making what, maybe 10 laps tops. So it's you know, there's no point in racing right now and burning extra fuel when you don't have to run and the move's not there. Then tuck in, save a little bit extra fuel in the draft. Of course, that's not what we like to see. We want to see him going 5 wide down the 100-foot wide front stretch. I want to see Kyle Ethier go back to last and all the way back up to the front here on this stint.
I mean, I'm waiting for Kyle to make some moves here as well. Right now, Kyle's sitting 7th, so he's made up a few spots, but he really hasn't made any ground. I imagine once the pit cycle starts, that's when he's looking to really jump up.
He's going to run on Scabnicki here off of 2. He's going to try to make that over to turn 3. Try to make the move there on Stephen Melnick. Can't quite get it done off of 2. Gonna try to make the move again to turn 3. I don't know if he's gonna get the run though. He's gonna try to look in there. That's for 10th spot. Swings out wide. He's gonna try to cross him over off of 3. I think that's gonna be the move that gets it here. He's gonna have a big run off of turn 3. Melnick gets loose. He crosses him over, and there he goes.
Yeah, I say Melnick really screwed up his exit there off.
And that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you don't have to force the move. Just put yourself in a position to capitalize on the driver in front of you's mistakes. You know, you don't have to make a dive bomb. You know, this is a 20 wide racetrack. So much of it comes down with these long straightaways to getting a good run on the exit of the corner, and you really saw that payoff there with the 82.
Right now, Colby, he's really pulled out to the lead over second place, Randy Cornwell.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Randy, you know, they didn't pit there on that caution, so I don't know if they're trying to fuel save to roll over to the next stint, or, I mean, I know Colby, he's not going to fuel save, man. If he's not pitting, he's going for it. That's pretty obvious there. I mean, he's got a 15, 20 car length lead there is Ethier side by side with Skavnicki.
I don't know if you heard Colby's re-race talk to his team.
I did
Boy,
not.
he was that purple parrot. He was talking and talking and doing everything else. I'll tell you what.
Still side by side, Skavnicki getting a bit of a run off of one, holding on to the 7th spot against Kyle Ethier. Once again, I'm not quite sure how much of his true pace Kyle's showing right now. He's probably wanting to save a little bit of tire if they're going to have to double stint here. And he's definitely getting a good run on the exit of the corner. He might make the move here. Yep. He's going to work to the inside. It might go 3 wide with Dalton Wilson. Almost gets into the back of Dalton Wilson there. Comes across the radio and apologizes to Dalton. Dalton gets a loose off of turn 3. So much for getting in line and just riding around. Like I said a few laps ago, these guys are really going for it. Looks like Cornwell is also taking 2nd place. Battling for 2nd place with Logan.
That's Logan making the pass there for 2nd place when Randy.
Chris Lewis up into 4th place. That's an aberration. He's really taking advantage of this.
Sneaky good this season. He is.
Yeah, you know, he's sneaky quick. You know, he's
looking to make a move around 22.
I mean, he's
or
a
the triple deuce, I should say.
you know, he's a real field general. You've got to be careful around Chris because he can sometimes pull those strategies and those pit calls out of somewhere. I don't know where he pulls it from, but looks like it's working for him right now. Ethier making a move now on Dalton Wilson. Yep. Imagine Dalton's probably going to let him go here. Ethier's obviously pretty quick. Dalton gets in the middle. He's going to be able to get that good run off, though. They're side by side. Oh, it's what's so tough to pass there is if you don't get it completed coming off of turn 1, then you pretty much just lose all the momentum going into turn 2, and you have to just tuck in behind him and capitulate to wait till turn 3 essentially to make a move. There you go. Dalton gets in the wall again. Fishtails. He saves it, but that'll concede the position to Kyle Ethier.
That high line coming out of 1 and 2 or whatever you want to call it, it seems to really pay off for you.
Cornwell gets loose off of 3, or yeah, off of turn 3 there. He's going to lose the spot to Chris Lewis. Chris Lewis up to P3 right now. Let's check that fuel cell.
Yeah,
Might have a little Michael Waltrip Racing jet fuel additives in there. Yeah, he's rocketing, man. You know, he's been making moves on the track and off the track. He's made a lot of transactions with TI Racing as the team the last week or two. You know, he's firing up. Kind of messes up the engine though to turn 2. That's going to be a tough exit for him. Thankfully, Randy, you know, I guess Randy's driving for him now as part of TI Racing, so he's going to give the boss a little bit of extra room. Not pressure him too hard here early in the race. Don't look now, Ethier's up to P4.
Yeah, Kyle's up to P4, but Chris Lewis, he's hard charger.
Here comes Logan Hamilton, Colby Weld, Randy Cornwell. They're all coming to pit road. These are the guys that stayed out there on the last caution.
Chris wanted to stay out and get that point for leading the lap. Hopefully he doesn't run out of fuel.
Purple Parrot on point as they head down pit road.
Purple Parrot does not want a penalty right now. All 3 TI cars right off pit road, all at the same time.
Logan's going to win that race off pit road. He's going to have Colby Wells cleared today in their turn 1. And that's the thing, too, about pitting here at Pocono. You don't lose a lap under green as long as everything goes all right. So, you know, you catch a caution here, these guys might be able to actually frog back to the front. You see Ryan Whitaker pulling into pit road by himself as well. Team Abrell in the pits. He's still got a lot of damage on the rear of that car. I know that thing's not up to full song.
Yeah, that's pretty much going to take Tim out of the TI Cup.
Yeah, he's pretty much mountain done right now with that right side. It's all crinkled up on the right front, right rear. who knows if he's got any wheel damage. You can't tell from here, but yeah, he's definitely an extended pit stop here. The Dew crew is going to be mighty busy here in the next couple minutes and really the rest of the race to try to get that fixed.
Your top 5, as we got 25 laps to go. Kyle Ethier out front, followed by Chris Lewis, John Skinicki, Craig Martin, Dalton Wilson. Your top 5.
And Kyle Ethier, since the point, you know, we kind of questioned, you know, what kind of race it was going to be for him. Not getting his qualifying lap in and starting at the back. Well, I'd say he's pretty much in the catbird seat right now.
I mean, I tried to put the pressure on, let him know, hey, Selena 52 sponsoring this race. This is the Piss Drugman race. You know, you can't have Piss Drugman on your car, and you watch him working that wheel right now.
With that said, Bo, I think this is a perfect segue for the Selena 52 hog cranker crank it up moment of the race.
You're goddamn right, Casey. I like the way you think. As soon as we do that, everybody comes to pit road. Dylan Rosenberg out front now. With Steve Melnick, Elijah Innis.
Tim Abrell in that 19 still on pit roads. Yeah, I think he's pretty much called it a day for that Mountain Dew car.
I think he's waiting for your teammate in the motorhome lot.
Maybe so, yeah.
He's going to welcome back Daniel Giroux with a 2x4 upside his head.
Kyle Ethier going to win the race off pit road. Looks like Craig Martin's going to be second.
Dalton Wilson getting a challenge.
Now we're going to have to watch really closely to see where they merge. Yeah, Cornwell, Lewis, Colby, they're all going to be ahead. Well ahead, actually, of Kyle Ethier.
Let me ask you this, Casey. Would you short pit as soon as your fuel window opens up to make it through to the end?
You know, the question is how much of a window do they have? I mean, with this track, it's such a long lap and such a long distance. You can't risk running out of fuel. I mean, if you run out of fuel even off turn 2, you're probably not going to make it back to the pits. So, it just really depends on what the window is and whether you're willing to risk it. And if you're coming through turn 3 and all of a sudden the caution comes out, you're going to have to do another whole lap or 2 before you can legally pit. So, it's definitely a narrow margin that they're working with.
Elijah's out front by 18, almost 19 seconds over Colby as he makes his way to the pits.
It comes off turn 3. That will give Colby Mills the lead, I believe, as we finish lap number 19. No, Elijah was able to hang on to the lead there. So now Colby Wells will inherit the lead as he goes down into turn 1.
Followed there by Logan Hamilton. Chris Lewis back up to third. God damn, what is going on here tonight?
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a driver check on that. I'm not sure that's legit. I've heard rumor and innuendo he might have been talking to some names such as Brady and King and
I tell you, Kyle and
some of the real big shots, and I don't know if I recognize that helmet in that car. So we're gonna have to investigate that 111 post race.
Kyle and Ryan Whitaker just blew right by Randy Cornwell, moved them up to 4th and 5th. course, you know, Logan Hamilton and Colby Wells, they might be teammates, but they're also facing off against each other.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get an update on the TI Cup bracket and how it's working right now as they run.
Well, right now, Colby Wells is out front. He's definitely leading over Logan Hamilton. Then you have
Not for
Dylan
long, though. Logan
Rosenberg.
Hamilton's getting a bit of a run on him here. I'll keep an eye on that
Rosenberg's
as you
going
run
to move
down
on
the...
since his teammate decided to park Tim Abrell there, lap number 2. See, here comes
Colby
Colby.
Wells to pit
Colby's
road, yeah.
pitting. Then the other bracket, you have Kyle versus Josh. Kyle right now is definitely winning that matchup. Then you have Chris Lewis versus Elijah Innis. That one all depends on how the pit cycle falls.
Colby Wells will pull into pit road here, taking 4 tires. Actually, he's going to be taking, no, he will be taking 4 tires. Thought maybe he was taking a 2-tire stop there. No adjustments on the car. Purple Parrot pit crew going to work. Gassing down, 4 tires and away for Colby Wells in the 20.
Now see, Colby's playing the strategy I would play. Personally, I don't know how I feel about that, but you know, sometimes he does stuff that's actually smart.
Logan Hamilton will be the leader now as he's coming off of turn 3. Let's see if he pulls down the pit road here. No, he'll stay out for another lap.
Kyle's closing that gap on him.
You start working lap number 24. Yeah, you're gonna really see it start to play out now over here the next 10 laps or so. So everybody starts to set up for their final pit stop. Everybody's a little strung out now, but
I'm almost going to say
Whitaker
there is
down
going to
the
be
road.
a caution. This is going to run green to the end.
we'll see.
Craig Martin up to 3rd spot, making a pass by Chris Lewis.
Joshua Dunn making a move on Randy Cornwell as they go into turn 3. Yeah, turn 2. Squeeze the pass. Should be for the 7th position.
Kyle Ethier to the top.
And he's got Logan Hamilton, you know, Logan's not going to let him get too far away. Now the thing is, will that pit stop there on that caution, will that be the difference here?
I imagine if Kyle comes in, Kyle's going to be a
Yeah, I was going to say, you got to think Kyle can probably make it on one more stop, I would imagine. But the difference is, can Logan and Colby?
Colby's going to be trying to stretch out
the wall there
19.
on turn 2.
Yeah, I saw that. Colby's going to try to stretch 19 laps, I think. If he relaxes himself, he might be able to ease that all the way in there, but I don't know. It seems like that's going to be a hell of a stretch.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be a task too tall for Purple Parrot. Mitchell Mark right in behind Dalton Wilson there. It's he's the 9th spot going into turn 1. John Skavnicki stalking.
Crossover.
I was going to say John Skavnicki stalking Daniel Giroux there, 4th spot.
top 5, 15 laps to go. Kyle Ethier, Logan Hamilton just
pulls
pulled
pit
in.
road,
Yep. Craig Martin, Daniel Drew, John Skanicki, Chris Lewis, your top 5. Let's see what Logan does here.
Mitchell Mark going to
on his
walk
pit
down
stop.
to the turn 1, trying to make the move on Dylan Wilson. He's going to back out of it and think better of it. Definitely tell that 82 is cooking a little better than the 99 is right now. 99's got some damage on the right front from where he got into the wall earlier, so that's definitely hampering him as they will continue to lose ground on Joshua Dunn.
Logan Hamilton taking 4 tires.
Got to imagine this is potentially his final stop. He's going to try to save fuel and run maybe an extra lap longer than possible. If not, you know, I mean,
Colby was able to get around him.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a narrow window. I don't know if it's even worth trying to go for a splash and go. I think you might be better off with a you know, just backing the pace down, clutching in, trying to save your fuel. Dalton Wilson side by side now as Mitchell Martin goes on the outside as they head into turn 1. He'll take the position. Joshua Dunn getting a huge run on Chris Lewis coming off of turn 1. He's going to try to make the move on him going into the backstretch, or down the backstretch to turn 2. The tunnel turn, as they call it. Chris concedes, and Joshua takes the spot. Joshua almost throws it away there off of turn 2. He was sideways. I mean, I saw him. He was steering more right than left as he came off the corner there. Thought maybe he was going to spin out there.
Craig Martin with a strong run tonight. Standing in second spot right now.
Well, Bo, this has been quite the barn burner we've seen tonight.
Yes, it has. The pit strategy is going to play off here, and as the 43's in for his pit stop as well.
Driver's not happy right now with the predicament they're in after not pitting on that first caution. You know, that's why the top drivers are the top drivers, though. They make the best pit calls. They got the best pit crew. They got the best crew chiefs, strategists on top of the pit box, and
Here
it
comes
really, you know,
Kyle.
it can really benefit you. Yeah, this will be Kyle Ethier's final stop as he comes in with Craig Martin, Daniel Giroux, John Scaffier, Joshua Dunn, Chris Lewis.
Colby's going through a tunnel turn right now.
Dalton Wilson gets into the back of Mitchell Mark and wrecks on the entry to pit road. I don't know if that's going to be a caution. He's got a lot of damage on the front end of that 99 off his depot Ford. He gets it righted, and I guess we're going to stay green. Watching here to see who wins the pit race, or the race off pit road. It'll easily be Kyle Ethier, easily. He'll be several seconds ahead of what appears to be it's going to be a close race between Craig Martin and
Yeah,
Giroux,
but
but Craig's
Colby's
going to have
be
that
out
spot.
front. Kyle's going to make
Logan.
it over 6 seconds.
Yeah, Logan gets around Colby there. Excuse me, gets around Kyle there in turn 1. Now we're really going to see what Kyle's got. He can really pin his ears back and go run down the Purple Parrot. First, he's got to handle
I have to think that the Purple Parrot has to pit again. There's no way he can make it on 19 laps.
I don't know. I mean, hey, I'd never count out Rainbow Magic. I don't know about you, but if anybody can pull that rabbit out of the tailpipe, it'd be the 20 car.
He's trying to kick off
I've
Pride
seen him do
Month
it many
in
times.
style.
Dylan Rosenberg leaving pit road for his final stop. Kyle still hasn't been able to get around Logan Hamilton here, so this could be shaping up to be the battle for the win, like you said. If the 20 is not able to hang on, and you know, if he can't last, then he's going to be out of the party.
For him to run that many laps, his pace would have to be so much slower than Logan or Kyle's.
Yeah, I think we really need to focus in here on the 8 and the the 27 because I think this is shaping up to be a race for the win.
I'll take a look here at the lap times this time around. We'll see what type of pace they're running.
John Skabnick, he muscles his way past Randy Cornwell for the 7th position. That's going through turn 3, coming off of 4. Excuse me, it's coming off at 3. There's no turn 4 here at Pocono. It says it on the wall.
Second and third run, half second faster than Colby in first.
Yeah, hey, if you know Colby's, that's the only option right now unless you get a caution is just try to save that fuel, or maybe swerve back and forth and wreck the two guys trying to pass you if your fuel saving won't work.
Last time by, Colby ran a 57.07 or 54.074. The Hamilton's 53.598 and Kyle's 53.495. Here comes
Kyle's
Colby right now.
Colby pulls off into the pits, and it's going to be a battle for the lead here as they go into turn 1. We're working 7 to 8 laps to go.
As Kyle's looking there on the inside. This is a battle for the lead.
Now, if there's anybody that can defend a position in a situation like this, it's going to be Logan Hamilton. But even with that, I don't know if he's going to be enough to hold off the piss jug man. That jug is full, and that car is going.
This is a race that Kyle was calling his shot for.
Oh, Kyle gets onto the apron a little bit there. He gets loose, loses about maybe a car length gap to, or gets an extra car length of gap from rear bumper Logan Hamilton. That's the important thing. He might be faster right now, but he can't burn his tires up trying to make the move desperately. He's got a really power. He gets a good run off the turn 3 there. He might have an opportunity to clear and make a pass here.
Yeah, it looked like 27 got loose off the exit there.
Cornwell and Dylan Rosenberg got into it.
Logan fighting there on
We're
the
side
outside.
by side for the lead. Now they're playing a game of chicken as they go into turn 2. Who's going to lift first? It's going to be Kyle. That's a smart move. He's getting the run off the corner.
Six to go at the stripe. Logan Hamilton, Kyle Ethier, neck and neck as they come to the line here. Kyle leads that lap.
Finish. Is Kyle going to be able to clear him? He's got him going out of the entry to the corner, but can he hold that inside line?
Kyle's clear. Does he go up and
He gets a
follow him?
little
He
bit
does.
loose. Yeah, but he's clear. Now he's going to be clean air. Logan's going to be dirty air now. It might be game over for the 27. Piss jug man might be riding into the sunset. As he drives into the sunset there in a tunnel turn. I know Drew in third place. He's had a sneaky come up here to the podium spot tonight. I haven't mentioned him too much, but he's not that awful far behind. I mean, if he really puts his spurs to it, drives hard, he might have a shot at catching Logan here before the race is over.
Logan slipped up there once again off of 3 on exit.
Purple Parrot just unable to make it on the fuel. He's down at 12th position, battling there with Dalton Wilson in the 99.
I think he might got his guys all excited with that pre-race pep talk, talking about if we win this, we're going to go start celebrating the month of June all month down there at Rehoboth Beach at the Purple Parrot, but apparently their mind wasn't on the task at hand tonight.
Yeah, it's it's a shameful night when you come up short like that, and he's got to be kicking himself in the hind end for not pitting there on that first caution, because if he'd done that, I think pace-wise, Kyle's fast, but 20's fast too, and now he might lose a spot here to the 99. If you look, Craig Martin's called his teammate Daniel Giroux there for third spot. They're going to duke it out here in the last couple laps for the last spot on the podium. They want that interview.
They knew you were up here. They wanted to come talk to you. They wanted to make sure they made you happy tonight.
Randy Cornwell pulls in the pit road, so he could not make it on fuel.
Cal opened up that gap over second place.
Josh
Logan
Dunn.
Hamilton.
Josh Dunn backs it up on Dylan Rosenberg and gets in the wall and gets some heavy right rear damage. No caution, but gotta imagine that's probably an into the 0X for Josh Dunn if he still had it.
Logan pitting.
Yeah, Logan couldn't make it on fuel. Wow.
He pitted a lap before Kyle.
So now you gotta wonder, can Kyle make it? He's got a big gap now, so he's gonna be able to fuel save as much as he needs to, but
Can he save 2 laps?
yeah, the question is, can he save it? Not if he can. I mean, not if he's got enough gap, but he's rocking it up and down the straightaway. I don't know if he's on fumes and trying to get it down into the pickup, or
Okay, I saw that too. I was wondering.
maybe he's tuned in to the WHB2 and trying to let us know that he's good to go.
We'll see here when he comes around if he dives in or if he keeps going.
I believe he was the last to pit of anybody out front, so if anybody can make it, it is him. And as I mentioned, he's got a sizable lead back to
2 laps to go. Can Kyle Ethier, your points leader, stretch out his fuel to bring it home for victory?
Oh, big accident in the Duke Crew pit. Oh, massive explosion. That's going to be, ooh. Yeah, let's not show that on the broadcast. That's, get the tarps out for that. Feel bad for those guys.
Showtime Racing might pull off second and third here too.
Yeah, if they don't wreck each other fighting for second. Josh Dunn and Rosenberg going at it. I mean, they're fighting hard for that 5th place. Kyle Ethier stays out for another lap, so he's going to try to make it.
The white flag is out, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle Ethier going to try to stretch it out.
Making a desperation move here as they go down the front straightaway, taking the white flag on Mitchell Mark. Trying to take that 7th spot away.
Chris doesn't want Elijah to get anywhere near him as well, because that would keep Chris from moving on to the final 4.
Oh, outside Josh Dunn and Dylan Rosenberg coming off of turn 2 or turn 1. Kyle Ethier, looks like he's made it. Coming off of turn 3, man. Started at the back, now he's here. He will pull down across the pit road wall and take the checkered flag.
Wonder if he has enough fuel for a burnout there. There's your boys there, second and third. Daniel Giroux and Craig Martin.
Jonathan Skabnicki with a good 4th place position. Joshua Dunn able to hang on to 5th, holding off Dylan Rosenberg after they got together late in the race. Oh, looks like the Purple Parrot had a rough time coming across the line to finish the race in P12. He crossed the line backwards. He was backing it up on him.
Yeah, he smacked the wall going into 3. Just a rough night for him. Chris Lewis got to be out there on the front stretch. He's excited as the team owner.
Yeah, he's not alone there on the front stretch. It's a purple parrot party without the purple parrot. And 111. He's also got to be fired up. He advanced to the Final Four in the TI Cup. TI drivers there at Cornwell and Lewis, they're sword fighting, so turning it down.
All right, as those two are sword fighting, let me go and give you your full field rundown here. Because Casey, after you brought up the idea of, hey, you don't ever show any full results, I was like, you know what, you're right. So since then, I've been doing it, Casey. Kyle Ethier first, Daniel Giroux second, Craig Martin third, John Skinicki fourth, Joshua Dunn fifth, Dylan Rosenberg sixth, Mitchell Mark comes in seventh, Christopher Lewis finishes eighth, beats out Elijah Innis in ninth, Logan Hamilton finishes 10th, Dalton Wilson 11th, Ryan Whitaker 12th, Randy Cornwell 13th, Colby Willis 14th. That means Logan moves on to the Final Four. Steve Melnick 15th, John Russo 16th, Tim Abrell 17th. Round out your field tonight.
Yeah, and there's going to be major championship implications too from tonight. I mean, with Ethier getting the win and Logan and Colby finishing outside. Well, Logan was in the top 10 barely. He was 10th, but still not the night those two wanted, and that's really gonna help Kyle in the points for the whole season as we get close down here to the end of the season. I gotta imagine.
2 races ago, and yeah, that's gonna open up Kyle's points lead. So your Final Four next week at Martinsville, it's gonna be Logan Hamilton taking on Dylan Rosenberg, Kyle Ethier versus Christopher Lewis.
Think Chris is going to pull any team orders and force that 8 to get back behind him?
Quite possibly. All right, let's start these interviews here. Craig, do you got a copy?
Hey, Bo, I got you now.
Well, Craig, congratulations on a top 3 finish tonight.
Yeah, thanks very much. I think it was a pretty good race all around. Everybody stayed mostly clean, so yeah. Hope we put on a good show.
Yeah, it was a good race. A lot of varying strategy tonight. How close were you on fuel there towards the end, Craig?
I had 1 lap extra. I was saving a little bit kind of throughout the runs, just to give me a little bit extra, just so made sure that if I wasn't in any type of draft, I'm not going to run out in the backstretch or anything.
Well, I gotta say, you shocked me and Casey. We,
Yeah.
yeah, we're shocked to look up the leaderboard and seeing that you and Daniel made you guys way up there in the top 3.
Yeah, we worked well together. We thought about potentially trying to run down Kyle for the lead there on that last stint, but I think he was actually born in turn 2 or something. He knows that track too well, and he's always a good runner at Pocono.
Yeah, Cal, he put a show on tonight. He lucked out with some strategy there towards the end. I think you guys all been there when that first caution was the big difference that paid off tonight.
Yeah, oh for sure. And we knew, like, based on the breakdown of the fuel strategy, I'm like, this should put us in good standing, even though we were saving a little bit throughout the runs. But yeah, it definitely put us in the right position to have a pretty strong finish.
All right, Craig, go ahead and give a shout out to all your people, my friend.
Awesome. Thanks for your broadcast, Bo. Thanks to my team, Showtime Racing. Had a pretty good showing tonight. And also to my dad. I know he's going to be watching this back. And yeah, have a great night, Bo, and hope to talk to you again soon.
Hope to talk to you as well, Craig, and I'll see you on Friday night starting July 11th.
Sounds good. Thanks, buddy.
I'm down here in P2, Daniel Giroux. Daniel, man, you had a good run. You came from a decent starting position, but you came up through the field, had the right pitch strategy, and just tell me about your night.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised that I turned out to be one of the few people on the right pit strategy. Yeah, no, that was a wild race, especially when I netcoded the absolute hell out of Abrell. At least that's what it showed on my replay. I don't know what came up on the broadcast, but on my end, I netcoded the absolute piss out of him and had to come back. It was basically a last to first challenge from that point, and I don't know. Really surprised that after like a month of not racing TI, surprised I came back and had my best non-super speedway finish.
Yeah, well, I mean, like you said, you've been away for a couple weeks. You're finally able to sit down for an entire race, and I mean, I've got to imagine, out there on the ranch, you really learned something. But yeah, talk about that a little bit more with Abrell. I mean, I completely forgot with the run you had that was you and him getting together there at was it turn 1?
Yeah, it was coming out of turn 1. I was lap like 3. I think I washed up a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. And then he just turned. I went back and I looked at it, and it was definitely netcode because he spun way faster than he should have. And there was a lot of space in between too. So.
Absolutely, man. Well, good run tonight. Now you're looking forward to next week, and just go ahead and give the shout outs to everybody. I know you want to shout out the boys down at the Ram Ranch and your teammates, and I'll give you the floor to do that.
Yeah.
Mike's yours.
Yeah. Shout out to Showtime Racing. Raced with the guys for a while now. Great group of guys. Bo for putting on the broadcast. Chris for hosting the league. Guys over at the race team. Put together a decent race today, I think. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I had a good time.
All right, well, good run, Daniel. No, I guess do you have a win in this week?
Yeah, Daytona win.
Yeah, okay, so that's not your best career finish, but I think it's your best finish this season and one of your only starts this season. So, anyway, good run, man, and I guess we'll send it over to Bo Caro in the Victory Lane Winner's Circle with Kyle Ethier.
Thank you, Casey Carrington. You've been a fucking hell of a sidekick tonight. I gotta say, this is probably one of my favorite broadcasts. I'm here with tonight's winner, the 8, the Selena 52 truck stop piss jug band car, Kyle Ethier.
We've done it, Bo. We brought the piss jug man to victory lane. We did it.
I didn't think you could do it.
I needed Pocono.
How much fuel did you have left in your car?
I had about a lap and a half.
Because, see, I was shocked that Logan had to pit when he only pitted a lap before you, I believe.
Yeah, I think he pitted with like 13 to go. I pitted with like 11 to go. He was only like a lap and a half, lap and a quarter from being able to make it. I think he could have saved it, and he elected to run hard instead, hoping for a caution. I don't know. I just I feel like we had the better. I think he and Colby were maybe the only two on that strategy. I'm not really sure, but most of us were able to do it on the 2 green flag stops there.
I mean, that was it seemed like the guys who pitted on that first caution, well, the only caution, they definitely benefited from that.
Yeah, I knew once we got to lap 4, if the caution came out, we could do 12 and 12, be able to make it. So just have to save maybe like half a lap each time. So I knew, that's why I think everybody kind of pitted, most everybody kind of pitted there. And then I think a couple guys ran too far on the second stint because we actually got decent fuel mileage. I think we got like 12 to 13. I think like Rosenberg pitted with like 9 to go. So he even had a little bit more. Had we had a green white checkered, he'd have been looking good. But yeah, I after botching the qualifying lap, I will definitely take it. Had the fuel mileage because I think Colby had the car tonight. He probably would have won if he had the right strategy. But I'm not sure. I didn't start up there, so we never really got a chance to race.
I mean, yeah, just completely amazing, Kyle. Completely amazing. Gotta give a shout out to all your people, dude.
Yeah, shout out to TI, all the teammates. Chris for putting this league on. Shout out to you for putting this broadcast on. Can't wait to go watch it back. Shout out to you for this beautiful paint job. Like I said, finally got the old piss jug man into victory lane. Flat 52 truck stop. Nissan GTR was pretty damn good tonight. Got the fuel mileage you needed and kept the streak alive at Pocono.
So, what's your look on next week's race?
Well, you're the defending champ of the Martinsville race, so I think you might have the best insight, to be honest with you.
You know, it's going to be sort of sad and bittersweet to sit up here in the broadcast booth knowing that this is the only race I've ever won in TI was the Martinsville Madness.
That was madness, and I expect madness next week. I do.
I would like to see 30 cars for next week's race.
Oh yeah, I hope we get as many as we can get. I hope Chris puts the old the thing where we get the black flag every incident point. That was cool. I think we should do that again. But
I would not be against it.
That's what got me out of that race. I remember I was just bumping dudes into the corner. I still can't believe you survived it. I was one of few cars to do it. It was very impressive.
Well, Kyle, we're going to call it a broadcast for tonight. Just like most of the cars and drivers, I'm running on empty right now. And I have to say, it was a hell of a race for Pocono. I hate this track for passion because I hate anything that's Eastern PA. So take that. Suck it. I don't care. So this track to me, I despise. I feel like it's flat. It's boring. But you guys tonight have put on a hell of a show. The pit strategy's playing out the way they did. The people run the way they was. I mean, it was a great race overall. So, oh yeah, congratulations on going to the Final Four as well.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
You're taking on your boss.
Am I facing Chris? Oh, that's gonna be a fun one. He might get me because you just never know what happens in Martinsville. That is a true toss-up.
I hate to say this, but I already picked it up on the scanner. He was talking with his other teammates, his real teammates, not you. Yeah, you better watch it. I feel like the play is for a Logan Hamilton, Chris Lewis finals.
It could be. It could be. I wouldn't be. It'd be nice to win the bracket, but I wouldn't mind seeing Chris get in there just because. Who knows what he would do that final week to win that bracket? Like, it could be history. You just never know with Chris.
It would be amazing.
It would be. He's gonna drive the damn wheels off that thing. That's for sure.
All right, Kyle. You have a good one. We'll see you next week in Martinsville.
Thank you, sir.
All right, folks. That's going to call it for an evening here tonight from TI Racing. Shout out to Cornwell's BBQ sauce. Let me go ahead and run this beautiful bean footage one more time.
There's just something about summer heat, the way the sun kisses your skin, and how Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce kisses your lips. It's smoky, it's sweet, and just the right kind of hot. Whether it's ribs, wings, or fingers, you're gonna want to lick it all off. Cornwell's spicy BBQ sauce. Bring the heat to your meat, one taste, and you'll never settle for mild again. Call us if you're craving more. 478-954-7866.
Cornwell barbecue sauce, the official flavor of TI Gen 4 Racing Series. This next week, you will have Logan Hamilton moving on to take on Dylan Rosenberg. Kyle Ethier versus Christopher Lewis. Martinsville Madness for the TI Cup. Two people will make their plans for the finals at Phoenix. See everybody next week.